Hi, Felix.
Oh, wait, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, but I can't see you.
Oh, okay. I don't have a camera on this computer.
Okay, it was supposed to be a recorded interview.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a voice recorder. Hold on. Let me switch to my laptop. It's just a little bit dead, but it's plugged in.
Cool.
Sure. Give me 2 seconds here. All right. Let me just.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry if that wasn't clear. I apologize.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting sideways here instead.
All good. That's perfect.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you based?
Vancouver, BC.
Oh, awesome. Wonderful. We have a couple Canadian team members.
Yeah.
So I am super excited to chat with you. I know you probably know my team members a lot better, obviously, that you worked with on the consulting side. But I sort of get to see the campaigns afterwards and hear from them about how everything went, and then try to connect with you all to hopefully hear some good things you liked about it if you have anything else to share. And then I will also send you that gift card for your time because we really appreciate the feedback. So I have some questions to go through, and then I'll just give you a chance at the end if you want to share anything else, whether that be anything about your experience, any feedback, anything you just want to make sure someone on the team knows, and we'll kind of go that way.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool, awesome. So I first would, obviously, I get to see like some of the links in the campaign to look at your product, but I have never gotten to talk to you about it. So I would just love to hear kind of in your words, like tell me about your product and campaign.
Okay, cool. Actually, I have a couple of my units right here beside me.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, so I made the EZ Treat dog treat dispenser. It's
Yes.
just, dog treats go up top, and then you just kind of click the button. One drops out. You clip it on either the bag that we also make, or waistband, belt loop, anything like that. We made like 6 colors. It launched March 15th last year, so we're just about a
Yeah.
year from when we actually launched. And yeah, now we're basically at the point where Shopify store, we have inventory in the warehouse. Just kind of starting kind of normal e-commerce operations now.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. As a dog owner, a dog who requires a lot of treats on our walks to stay focused, I love this so much. I think it's great, especially because the one that I have, and I'm sure you know all this because you made it, but I have one of those ones that's like a bag. So you stick your hand in, and then it's like your hand is covered in dog treats.
Yeah,
So
the cinch pouches, right?
yes, yeah. So I love
Hmm.
this so much. I would love to know kind of what results that you saw working with LaunchBoom or what problems it solved for you that you were having before. Is there anything, kind of one or two things that you can name that were like big successes for you or results that came directly out of your work with the LaunchBoom team?
I think definitely really the whole launch boom effect, and kind of, the understanding on how the Kickstarter algorithm works. That was a big help. And also the insights on the data. You should have this many emails, this many VIPs, the whole kind of like list of um, kind of requirements that you should meet before going live. That was really wonderful. And I actually, I had some stats that were, kind of above, some that were like below like the requirement. But in the end, like the conversion rates were basically like almost spot on with like the launch boom analytics, which I guess just makes sense after going through so many campaigns. So yeah, that was great just to know the like broad strokes of what I should be doing along the way, and then also um, the knowing that the payoff was, in line, and having that ability to have goals that are, like the SMART goals that are, realistic, and you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. I'm so glad that that was helpful for you in the system. When it comes to the actual sort of like day-to-day experience in LaunchBoom, whether that be in school or working on the office hours, can you tell me a little bit about like how you liked that structure or how that structure was for you in terms of, coming on and asking questions or posting questions or getting feedback in that way?
Yeah, I think that process was really good, especially while I was doing it. There was, a lot of experimenting that other people were doing and that LaunchBoom was doing that I could implement into my own thing. One of them being was like, increasing the price of the VIP. So like it was only, I was doing $1, and then I heard someone else had increased it to 10% of whatever the VIP listed price was. So I increased it to 250, and those people actually converted at a higher rate than the people who only paid $1. So, that kind of experimentation, and then getting a lot of feedback in the office hours and from other students, that was all really, really helpful.
That's awesome. I love hearing that got you a higher conversion. That's really cool. Um, if you had a friend or someone that you knew that was like thinking about joining LaunchBoom but wasn't sure, what would you say to them about your experience or to kind of talk to them about doing the program?
Yeah, I mean, certainly. Actually, I have spoken to a few people, one through the same product development company I use, and one that was a friend of a friend that were thinking about LaunchBoom. And yeah, I just like, recommended, the whole LaunchBoom effect, the, the office hours, the pre-launch, all of that. Really, really helps a lot, especially because a few of them, they hadn't had experience doing e-commerce or Kickstarters before. One of my friends has, a lot of experience doing Kickstarter, so they don't really necessarily see the need for it because they're established and have a huge email list and everything. But yeah, for those starting out, definitely LaunchBoom was very helpful.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I'm not sure when exactly you heard about LaunchBoom versus like when you joined us, but if there was anything between then that you were like unsure about or like anything that prevented you from signing up sooner, that you know now that kind of clarifies things for you, or were there any like hesitancies you had before you joined LaunchBoom?
Mm, yeah, I think in the beginning it was kind of like, obviously there's a cost associated with it, but also just kind of not knowing um, what I don't know, if that makes sense. Like, I would have just gone live and see how it went, but Launch Boom pulls back the curtain on a lot of things, and then you can kind of realize like, oh, okay, yeah, without doing all this, I probably would have flopped.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Is
Yeah.
there anything else feedback wise in terms of like your experience working with coaches or kind of working alongside our team members themselves that feels important?
Mm, in, sorry, what do you mean by important? Like,
Yeah, or just anything. I know we've kind of talked a lot about the launch boom systems and the advice and working with folks, but was there anything in particular feedback wise around working with our team that helped you or supported you in any way?
yeah, I think another part of it is having access to the network. Kind of getting into that now as I'm starting to do, more social media marketing, and just, getting my name out there is like, okay, I already have, there's a few more other launch boom clients that are in the dog space that I've spoken to before. And now we could kind of, work together, cross promote each other, and just, yeah, and then also other things like, I asked Soren for, if he knew anyone that did, website development or graphic design, and there's, a network there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the like biggest benefits that people don't really know until they're in it, but just connected to so many other entrepreneurs or like entrepreneur adjacent folks who are there to help or there to give the right expertise. Totally.
Yeah.
Anything else that you felt just important for me to know, whether that's feedback or, positive experiences or not, or anything else that you wanted to add while we were chatting?
Mm, Not really anything in particular. No, I mean, yeah, the special guest office hours, those are still great. Even though I haven't, been um not really the office hours, but yeah, those special group presenters.
Yeah.
Whether it's someone from Indiegogo or someone that specializes in SEO, um, those are wonderful too, even though, I haven't gone to the actual office hours because, I don't really need landing page reviews and anything like that anymore. Yeah, those special guest speakers are still so great.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you're still enjoying those. That is the way that I plug in with those is help try to book the right people. So it's helpful for me to know that is interesting and that you like going to those. And I know you said
Mhm.
you're in e-commerce now, right? Are you plugged in with our Scale Boom program at all, or are you just independently operating?
I'm just independently for that right now. Yeah.
Cool, awesome. Well, that is like all the questions that I have. My only other thing that I wanted to see if you would be open to was we're also on Trustpilot now. So we're trying to make sure that
Okay.
folks know who we are and what it's like to work with us. And so if you're able, I can even like summarize what you said on this call if you want, but just to you'll get an email automated after this to your inbox. If you don't mind, throwing some of the kind things that you said on Trustpilot, that would really help us just because we're so new on there, trying to get some folks up and reviewing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
cool. And then I will send you your Starbucks card right now. So that will come to the email that you booked this with. But otherwise, I just really appreciate hearing from you and your time. And if you ever think of anything else that would be helpful to share, please feel free, like you can reach out to my email.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, Felix. Bye.
All right, have a good day.